Looking to buy a new home? Let's talk about your down payment. Hi, I'm Dana Fair with ATB, 18 years experience in mortgage lending. So how much money do you need for a down payment? Well, that depends on how much your house costs. If it's $500,000 or less, your minimum down payment is 5% of the purchase price. If your home costs between $500,000 and $1.5 million, your minimum down payment will be 5% on the first $500,000 plus 10% on the remaining portion. So for example, if your home was $700,000, your down payment would be 5% of the first $500,000 plus 10% of the remaining $200,000. Finally, if your new home is over $1.5 million, your minimum down payment would be 20% of the purchase price. Some of these figures may be different than you thought. That's because the Government of Canada recently introduced new policies to help making home buying a little easier. This includes a lower down payment for homes between $500,000 and $1.5 million, as well as longer amortization periods. It's important to note that regardless of how much your house costs, if your down payment is less than 20%, you are required to have mortgage default insurance. In Canada, the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation sets the rules for mortgage default insurance. Specifically, CMHC is the government-backed insurer that provides default insurance for mortgages when a down payment is less than 20% of the property value. Other private insurers like Sagen and Canada Guarantee also offer default insurance, but CMHC often sets the standards and policies for the industry. Other private insurers like Sagen and Canada Guarantee also offer default insurance, but CMHC often sets the standards and policies for the industry according to the Canadian mortgage professionals. Mortgage insurance is added to the total borrowing amount and amortized over the life of the mortgage and calculated based on the size of your mortgage and down payment. But generally, the smaller the down payment, the higher the insurance premium. So if you're able to make a 20% down payment or more, you'll be able to avoid the cost of this insurance. Most mortgage lenders offer high-ratio mortgage interest rates, which are lower, helping to offset the interest costs. When you're saving for the down payment, don't forget to factor in closing costs. These can include legal fees and disbursements, land transfer tax, home inspections, appraisal fees, title insurance, property taxes, and other adjustments like house insurance. As a general guideline, we recommend budgeting 1.5% of the total price of your mortgage to cover these costs. It's not the most exciting part of the home buying experience, but budgeting for these will save a lot of stress later on. Is this your first time buying a home? It can be easy to feel overwhelmed, but the good news is that we have tools to help you make it happen. You can open a first home savings account to start saving for the down payment, tax-free. You'll also be eligible to make a one-time withdrawal from your RSPs through the Home Buyers Plan. The funds must be in your RSP account for a minimum of 90 days. The first-time home buyers tax credit and GST/HST new housing rebate can also help you further offset the cost of a new home. Ready to start saving for your down payment? It's time to figure out what that magic number is. Determine how much you'll need by looking at the costs of homes in the area and where you want to live, and assessing your financial situation. Don't forget to account for those closing costs. Once you have a goal in mind, create a budget to help achieve it. To help you stay on track, we recommend setting up automatic transfers into a savings account and looking into the federal and provincial home buying incentives. You'll want to look for savings accounts that make sense for saving for a down payment, likely an account for a short-term savings goal that can be withdrawn anytime. And as always, our everyday banking advisors are here for you. We'll help you review your finances, create a savings plan, and guide you through the mortgage pre-approval experience. If you need help figuring out what your mortgage will be, you can use our mortgage affordability calculator. Buying a new home takes a ton of preparation and planning, but you don't have to do it alone. We've got you covered. We're here at every step of the way. Do you have personal finance questions? Drop them in the comments. We might add them to our next video.